students from Thomas Wootton, Georgetown Day, and Blake meet today on It's Academic. Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard. This is the opening round. You know how it works. Each team begins with 100 points. 10 up for a right answer, 10 down for a wrong answer. The contestants don't see what you do on the screens at home. Let's begin. I'm going to put my glasses on. The answers begin with the letter B. The Appian Way went from Rome. Blake.
Brundisium.
Correct, Brundisium. This French sculptor designed the Statue of Liberty. Blake. Answer?
Bartholdi.
Yes. Symphonie Fantastique. Blake. Answer?
Berlioz.
Yes. This British engineer invented the worldwide Georgetown.
Brunel.
No, it's Berners-Lee. These small crustaceans attach themselves to ships. Georgetown.
Barnacles.
Barnacles is right. This Irish playwright wrote. Blake.
Burns.
No, Beckett, Waiting for Godot. This element has atomic number 83. Georgetown.
Bismuth.
Bismuth is right. This star is the second brightest in the constellation. Blake? Answer? It is Betelgeuse in the constellation Orion. And that's the end of the round.
It's Academic with Hillary Howard. Now in its 57th season. And for 50 years, proudly sponsored by Giant.
Hello, everybody, and thank you, Grasshopper. I'm Hillary Howard, and this is a semifinal match. All of these contestants are very good. They've each won a first-round match and then a playoff match, so congratulations to them for being here. So let's meet these teams. We begin with Thomas Wootton from Rockville. How you doing, Arnav?
I'm good. I'm Arnav. I'm a sophomore at Thomas Wootton, and I just want to thank our principal, Miss Bolden, and our coach, Mr. Bentley.
Wonderful. Eve, good to see you.
Hi, nice to see you all again. My name is Eve Fleissig. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Wootton, and I'd like to thank our family and friends who came out to support us today.
Wonderful. And hello, Martine.
Hi, I'm Martine. I'm a senior at Wootton. I'd like to thank our alternates who are here in the audience.
All right, guys. Wash a lettuce. It's always good to wash lettuce, but see if you can find here the hidden name of what type of sedimentary rock that can be a source of oil.
Shale?
Yes, it is. Humu humu nuku nuku apua'a, otherwise known as reef triggerfish. This is the state fish of what U.S. state, the last to join the Union?
Hawaii.
Yeah. Hog Sun. Rearrange the letters in this anagram and you'll get what title held by Japanese military leaders till 1868.
Shogun.
Shogun it is. Dr. Zhivago, Dr. Doolittle, Dr. Pangloss. Of these three fictional doctors, which one is an optimistic philosopher in the novel Candide by Voltaire?
Dr. Pangloss.
Correct. The only reason for blank is so everything doesn't happen at once. To complete this quotation from Albert Einstein, place in the blank space what concept or continuum called the fourth dimension?
Time.
It is time. Nice Wootton with 200 points. From Washington, D.C., the gentleman from Georgetown Day. Hello, Arthur.
Hi, I'm Arthur, a 15-year-old freshman from Georgetown Day. I'd like to thank our alternates in the audience, Zach Blank and Matt Siff.
All righty. Abe, how you doing?
Hi, my name's Abe. I'm an 18-year-old senior from GDS, and I'd like to thank our friends and family for coming out today. I love y'all.
And Ben, hiya.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm an 18-year-old senior, and I'd like to thank our two wonderful coaches, Sue Eichenberry and Abe Pachikra, and our special visitor, Dean of Student Life, Bobby Asher.
All righty. Here we go, gentlemen. Ninja vanishes. Instead of vanishing, see if you can find in this phrase the name of what island where over half the population of Indonesia lives.
Java.
Correct. A yap. This term describes a group of what kind of very small dogs named for a state in Mexico?
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua is right. Log rain. By rearranging these letters, you can name what nasty Shakespeare princess who plots with her sister Regan against their father, King Lear.
Goneril.
Goneril is it. Palmyra, Pompeii, Petra. Which of these three ancient cities was badly damaged in 2015 after it was occupied by ISIS fighters in Syria?
Palmyra.
Yeah. The blank of America. To complete the title of this recent book by historian John Meacham, add what spiritual part of a person, something sold to the devil by the fictional Faust?
Soul.
Soul it is. Georgetown Day, 210 points. From Silver Spring, Blake High School. Caroline, good to see you.
Hi, I'm a 16-year-old sophomore, and I'd like to thank our friends, family, and alternate Jen for coming out to support us.
All righty. Hello, Lily.
Hi, I'm an 18-year-old senior, and I would like to thank our coach emeritus, Mr. Kevin Keegan, as well as Giant Food for their continued sponsorship of this program.
Yay, Giant. And Joseph.
Hi, I'm a 16-year-old sophomore, and I would like to thank our parents and teachers for helping to prepare us for today.
All right, guys. Don't rip olive branches. Instead of olives, see if you can find here the hidden name of what capital city of Libya?
Tripoli?
Tripoli is right. The Battle of Pinkie. This colorful 1547 battle resulted in England defeating what neighboring Highlands region where Edinburgh is capital?
Scotland?
Yes. Help id. I don't know if it will help your id, but it will certainly help your score if you rearrange these letters to name what ancient Greek oracle of Apollo?
Delphi?
Yeah, it's Delphi. Minnesota, Kansas, Oklahoma. Although these states all had economic problems during the 1930s, which one was not in the Dust Bowl?
Minnesota?
Minnesota's right. He remained as mute as a. You can complete this quote from a modern author by adding what term for a grotesque waterspout carved on a Gothic cathedral?
Gargoyle?
Gargoyle it is. Blake, 210 points. That's the end of the round. We'll be right back.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Giant has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey. Bye.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. From delicious recipes to fresh time savers, Savory Magazine is full of the things that make life savory. Flip or click through today with copies in store and online.
What a great night this is for DC.
Let's go, Cavs! We're doing it! Woo! Watch Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals Monday at 8 with Insider Access starting at 7:30. NBC4 is working for you.
The more you see.
Look at that. How good is that?
The more you do.
I truly am inspired.
The more you know. Weekends on NBC.
Due to coverage of French Open tennis, the More You Know lineup can be seen at the following times.
The Grasshopper from Georgetown Day. Awesome. All right, welcome back, everybody. Today's contestants will receive the book, Ideals of Beauty, a guide to the collections at the Freer-Sackler, the Smithsonian's Museums of Asian Art. On our national mall, the Freer-Sackler is where Asia meets America. So that's a wonderful little perk. Before we dive into the picture-perfect round, let's recap the scores. Wootton, 200 points. Georgetown Day, 210. Blake, 210 points. Questions are worth 20 points up or down. You know that. Here we go. This 1907 gold coin was originally worth how much money? Wootton?
It's $1, right?
$1. $20, the equivalent of a modern bill with Andrew Jackson's face on it. It was in what year that the Spanish Armada attacked? Blake?
1588.
1588 is right. The focus of this poster is the city now called St. Petersburg. Wootton?
Leningrad? You sure?
Answer?
Leningrad.
Leningrad is right. If x equals 5, what is the value? Georgetown.
0. It's 600. 600.
No, it's 100. Here's the next question. These flowers grow along a road in Lawrence, Massachusetts, near the boyhood home of what poet who wrote The Road Not Taken? Georgetown.
Frost.
Frost is it. This is a treasure map supposedly drawn by what 17th century English pirate captain? Georgetown?
Kidd. Oh, okay.
And-
Kidd?
Yep, Captain William Kidd. Arrhenius Oersted Becquerel. Which of these scientists developed the theory of ionization? Blake?
The first one?
Yep, Arrhenius it is. These rock formations are considered sacred by people in what second largest South American country? Blake?
Argentina.
Argentina it is, and that's the end of the round.
NBC4 is committed to serving the educational and informational needs of children. The station's children's television program reports describing our efforts are available through the Federal Communications Commission website at publicfiles.fcc.gov.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Giant has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey. Bye.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. From delicious recipes to fresh time savers, Savory Magazine is full of the things that make life savory. Flip or click through today with copies in store and online.
When you need local news
and weather you can trust,
News 4 is there.
Working for you.
Live pictures from Chopper 4.
Protecting you. You need to get inside immediately. Looking out for your money. I want to ask you about the parking permits. Thank you for making News 4
Washington's most watched news.
Welcome back. All of these are formidable teams, of course. They have to be in the semifinals. Let's meet the coaches and faculty that prepare them for competition. From Wootton, Eve, who's with you?
Behind me is our principal, Ms. Bolden, and our coach, Mr. Bentley.
Great to see you guys. From Georgetown Day, Abe, who's with you?
Behind me to my right is our Dean of Student Life, Bobby Asher. Directly behind me is one of our coaches, Abe Pachikra. And behind me to my left is our other wonderful coach, Sue Eikenberry.
Really good to see you guys, as always. And from Blake, Lily, who's behind you?
Behind me to my right is our coach, Mr. Caulfield, and behind me to my left is our other coach, Mr. Kalina.
Great to see you guys. So we've reached the packet round. Wootton will answer questions from one of these packets, and Georgetown Day will choose which of these packets they will answer questions from. 1, 2, or 3. What's it going to be, Abe?
3.
3. All right. 8 questions, 25-point bonus if you get them all right. I know you know that. Here we go. Oscar Wilde's romantic comedy, The Importance of Being Earnest, was first performed on what February day that celebrates romance?
The 14th. Yeah, February 14th.
Yes, February 14th. In 1795, French revolutionaries introduced a decimal calendar, which replaced the 7-day-a-week calendar with what other number of days, such as indicated by the word decimal?
10.
10 is right. In 1867, Ulysses S. Grant was appointed to what cabinet post that was superseded by the modern Defense Department?
Secretary of War.
Secretary of War is right. Here's your science question. The term washing soda is best described as a hydrated form of which of these compounds?
Sodium carbonate.
That's it. Mount Odin and Mount Asgard are two of the highest mountains on what B-initialed island, the largest in Canada?
Baffin. Yeah. Baffin.
Baffin Island is right. What American author wrote about totalitarian dictatorship in The Iron Heel, as well as an iron-willed ship's captain in The Seawolf?
Oh, Jack London. Yeah. London.
Jack London is right. Here's your math question. Solve for X.
36.
36 is right. And now your final question comes from U.S. Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao.
Before the Panama Canal was built, American entrepreneurs had tried to arrange a canal across what other Central American country whose capital is Managua?
Nicaragua.
25-point bonus for Wootton. Nice job. All right, Georgetown Day is up. Blake, packet 1 or 2?
2, please.
2. Guys? A 16th century Chinese inventor died when he sat in a chair attached to 47 rockets and set them off in an attempt to reach what Earth satellite, where there's now a crater named for him?
Moon.
Moon is it. Extending from the Arctic Ocean to Kazakhstan, what Russian mountains are considered the dividing line between Europe and Asia?
Urals.
Correct. The Urals it is. The city of Fez in Morocco is North Africa's center for a type of metalworking using what polished alloy of zinc and copper?
Bronze.
No, it's brass. Here's your science question. Which of these gases is the least dense at standard temperature and pressure?
Oh, no. Helium.
Nope, it's hydrogen. Giant amoebas have been discovered 7 miles down in the Challenger Deep in what Pacific Ocean trench?
Mariana.
Yeah, the Marianas. Robopsychology was available under the healthcare program at the U.S. Robots and Mechanical Men Company in I, Robot, a novel by what author?
Asimov.
Yeah. Math question? Solve for X.
Yeah, it's 100.
100 is right. And now your guest question person is Virginia Governor Ralph Northam.
Geographically, Virginia is about the same size as what Eastern European country whose capital is Sofia?
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria it is. Nice, Georgetown Day. 350 points. Packet number 1 for Blake. There are 50 stars on the U.S. flag, but what single heavenly body appears on the flag of Japan?
The sun.
Sun is it. People are not the only ones who get depressed. So do what scale-covered creatures that are the focus of ichthyologists?
Fish.
Fish, who knew? The first Secretary General of the UN was Trygve Lie, a diplomat from what Scandinavian country in whose long coastline is indented with many fjords?
Norway.
Norway is right. Here's your science question. Which of these was the scientist who, along with Lavoisier, demonstrated the chemical composition of water?
The third one.
You're right, it's Cavendish. In 1989, deep-sea explorer Dr. Robert Ballard discovered the sunken remains of what German battleship named for Germany's 19th century Iron Chancellor?
Bismarck.
Bismarck is it. Here's your math question. Simplify this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer. Answer?
20.
20 is right. There are 265,000 words, many of them quite unusual, in what James Joyce work where you meet Leopold and Molly Bloom?
Ulysses.
Ulysses is right. Here's your math question. Oh, I did the math question already. So sorry about that. Silly me. You now have a question from a special guest. It is Meet the Press host, Chuck Todd.
Because its current president has 2 official wives, there are 2 first ladies in what small West African country, whose capital city is Banjul?
Gambia.
25-point bonus for Blake. Coming back with the rabbit.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Giant has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey. Bye.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. From delicious recipes to fresh time savers, Savory Magazine is full of the things that make life savory. Flip or click through today with copies in-store and online.
When we say Weather Alert Day, it means the weather's taking a serious, potentially dangerous turn. Here's how Storm Team 4 is working for you. We'll start by alerting you on every one of your screens with the earliest warnings.
Then let's take a look at Storm Team 4 radar.
Utilizing our one-of-a-kind radar, which you can track on our app, keeping you ahead of the storm. breaking updates on air, on your phone, and on social media until a threat is over. We're committed to keeping you prepared and protected. So when you see this image, you know Storm Team 4 is working for you.
It is the grab bag round where anything can happen. So let's recap the scores before we jump into this. Wootton, 385. Georgetown Day, 350. Blake, 455. Questions worth 20 points up or down, 30 points for the visual questions. Here we go. Unusual natural formations are often considered a sign of good luck, as is the four-leafed variety. Blake.
Clover.
Clover is right. The mythical Typhon was the father of what monster that challenged Wootton?
Echidna.
No, the Sphinx challenged all who passed by with a riddle. The uninvited ghost might be a movie version of Shakespeare's Macbeth. Blake?
King Duncan.
No, we were looking for Banquo, the ghost of what murder victim appears. On your screens for 30 points. These ducks are native to what island country in the Indian Ocean, where there had been a long civil war with Tamil? Wootton.
It's just Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka's right. If you drove 22 miles outside London, you could visit what castle bearing the dynastic Wootton?
Windsor. Windsor Castle.
Windsor is it. Choice. In an aqueous solution of table salt, which of these would accumulate at the anode? Sodium, hydrogen, or chlorine? Wootton.
Okay, sodium?
No, it was chlorine. Russia's Ivan the Terrible was not known for sensitivity, but even he denounced the massacre of French Huguenots. Blake? Answer?
King Louis.
No, St. Bartholomew. That happened on what day? On your screens for 30 points. To be great is to be misunderstood. These were the words of what great New England essayist who wrote the poem Concord Blake?
Emerson.
Emerson it is. A historian might compare today's billionaires to what ancient king of Lydia, known for Georgetown.
Croesus.
Croesus is right. What is 8 to the 4/3 power? Blake?
16.
16, that's it. Forming much of the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe is what Z initial? Wootton?
Zambezi.
That is it. On your screens for 30 points. This 1942 newspaper headline doesn't mention what? Blake?
Montgomery.
Montgomery is it. A 10th century Native American settlement called Cahokia was home to 30,000 residents. Georgetown Day.
Is it going to be Mississippi or something?
Answer?
Mississippi?
No, it was Illinois in known as the what prairie state. The great heathen army created by Viking leader Georgetown.
It's, Alfred the Great.
Yeah, you've got it this time. Until George Washington arrived at the siege of Boston in 1775, the chief militia commander was what general whose first name was Artemis? Blake?
Ward.
Ward is it. In a tribute to ancient tradition, what American cellist of Chinese ancestry? Wootton?
Yeah, Yo-Yo Ma.
Yo-Yo Ma's right. Sheridan's play The Rivals includes what female character? Blake?
Yeah, Miss Malaprop.
Miss Malaprop, which identifies her habit of mangling phrases. In reply to Martin Luther's charges against the church, a monk named Johann Tetzel published how many theses? 11 more than the number. Blake?
106.
106, yes. A Chinese farmer named Wang Lung is the central character. Wootton?
The Good Earth.
The Good Earth, yeah. What 17th century Frenchman made many advances in mathematics, but is best remembered for Georgetown.
Pascal?
No, Descartes. That is the end of the game.
Want to give your family the best in entertainment and know you're getting big value for your money? Switch to Xfinity and you can get both. Introducing new packaging with more speed, better entertainment, and bigger value, like this incredible offer for only $59.99 a month for 12 months with no term contract. Call 1-800-307-1010 today. Get more of what you want faster and easier with the X1 voice remote. And go mobile with your entertainment with more on-demand titles that you can watch anywhere. Plus, get more out of your internet with Xfinity X5. The best in-home Wi-Fi experience with the speed, coverage, and control you need throughout your home. Call 1-800-307-1010 for this awesome new internet and TV package from Xfinity for only $59.99 a month for 12 months. And with even more great features like access to Netflix on X1 and restarting a live show, getting to your favorite entertainment is easier than ever. See how much value your family can get out of entertainment that brings everyone together. Call 1-800-307-1010 today.
I have been diagnosed as stage 4 prostate cancer. I serve in the General Assembly, and we work together across the aisle to get things done. And that's the way it is at the CTCA.
What Fred needed was a management team, not just to have a long-term strategy for quantity of life, but also an active strategy for quality of life.
My PSA is under control. CTCA gave me an opportunity to accomplish my goals and my dreams.
Learn more at cancercenter.com/Philadelphia. Appointments available now.
This is the moment they have all been waiting for.
The 20-year wait is finally over.
For the Caps, the puck comes back up for a feed. Score!
Let's go, Caps!
Absolutely incredible save.
Stay with NBC4, your home for the Caps in the Stanley Cup Finals. Game 4 coverage starts Monday night at 7:30 on NBC4, working for you.
We're so happy to be here to see you both and the partnership we have. You both have local connections.
Well, Washington is so important for me. I got to be the White House correspondent and live in Washington, and it was always a dream. And you have like a Virginia-Washington connection.
I do. I used to work at Scoops. That was the ice cream place right near my house when I was a kid. I went to Virginia Tech. Every place we've worked, we feel like there's a connection with us and that community and that town.
And we still claim you because you work with us.
I claim you.
Yes,
I do.
The scores are now official. We begin with Georgetown Day from Washington, D.C. Ben, Abe, and Arthur, 350 points. From Rockville, Wootton High School, Martine, Ava, and Arnab, 455 points. And coming back for the championship match, Blake from Silver Spring, Joseph, Lily, and Caroline, 575 points. Nicely done, guys. Make sure you join us in another 2 weeks for another semifinal match. We'll have Montgomery Blair, Sandy Spring Friends, and Richard Montgomery. Special thanks to our guest questioners, Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao, Virginia Governor Ralph Northam, and of course, Meet the Press's Chuck Todd. Thank you to those guys. Bye. Everybody come on down.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Giant has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey. Bye.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. From delicious recipes to fresh time savers, Savory Magazine is full of the things that make life savory. Flip or click through today with copies in-store and online.
I'm here at Checkers and Rallies. They just dropped a new peach mango